So you want to make an offer so good that it feels stupid saying no to. Hi guys, my name's Ryan. I'm your GoHighLevel tutor. Let's get straight into it. So in business, the fundamental principles are simple. Value exchange. You trade dollars for something valuable, but what drives this exchange? The offer, right? It's more than just a price. It's more than just a promise. It's what you deliver and how you accept payment and terms of the agreement. It's the first thing customers interact with and play a crucial role in attracting clients and generating revenue. Without a compelling offer, there is no business. No business. I'm going to highlight that in red, okay? Because it's true. If you have a bad offer, or if you have no offer, for instance, you get no business, right? There's no life, there's no business. If you have a bad offer, you have negative profits, so nothing to reinvest in or take away, right? Pretty sad business, pretty miserable life. Decent offer, stagnant profits. A great offer, some profits, and a grand slam offer, explosive profits, a thriving business, and total freedom. So to grow a $100 million GoHighLevel offer, it's crucial to understand the biological principles of grow or die. In life, whether for individual companies or organisms, growth is a necessity, right? So there's no such thing as simple maintaining. It's a concept that I hear a lot. You know, I'm just maintaining. I'm just trying to maintain where I'm at in my business or in my growth. Look, if you're not growing, you're dying. You're falling behind. For instance, the stock market itself, right? It grows 9% on a year-by-year basis. If it's growing 9%, it means if you're not making at least 9% annually at a comparable rate, you're essentially losing ground. You're not even keeping up. And this concept is tied directly to the idea of entropy, right? So the natural tendency of systems to move from order to disorder. Just like living cells rely on constant signals to survive, businesses must continuously evolve by responding to market shifts, customer demands, and technical advancements, right? So when a business stops growing, just like a cell that loses vital signals, right, it enters a state of entropy. This means the business starts breaking down, becoming less efficient, less relevant, and ultimately it decays. So to avoid that, companies must embrace constant growth, just as living organisms, right, require continuous adaptation to growth. A $100 million GoHighLevel offer embodies that principle. It's not a static offer, but a dynamic one that evolves with the market. So it responds to customer needs, it anticipates changes, and pushes boundaries, ensuring the business remains at the cutting edge. Grow or die. It isn't just about survival. It's about accelerating progress, right? So this mindset defines a grand slam offer, one that fuels constant renewal and ensures a thriving business in an ever-changing marketplace. Okay, so with that in mind, with grow or die, we know we need to grow or we will die, essentially. And with grow or die, with growing specifically, there are two most common challenges that entrepreneurs face. So typically, not getting enough clients and then not having enough cash. So, insufficient profits, essentially. And these issues, while daunting, can often be traced back to your offer. So if your offer isn't compelling enough, you'll struggle to get clients and generate the revenue you need to thrive. Let me explain. So there's this concept called value-driven versus price-driven purchases, right? The most successful businesses don't compete on price. They differentiate themselves by focusing on value, okay? And that's why a Grand Slam offer is all this is about, right? After years of meeting with agency owners, with business owners, using GoHighLevel and refining their offers, I have seen the first-hand implications of creating a Grand Slam offer, right? It helps you attract more clients. It encourages higher spending from those clients, and it gets clients to return more often. So a Grand Slam offer enables you to differentiate your business in the market. It positions you in a category of one. There's only one you. There's only one Grand Slam offer. That is you. Whilst, and of course, when you do this right, customers will buy based on the value you provide, not because you're the cheapest options available, right? This is the key to moving away from a race to the bottom in pricing and into the realm of value-driven purchases, okay? So a Grand Slam offer enables you, we read that. Commoditized offers are products and services that are widely available, leading to price-driven purchases. You must have felt that. Have you ever heard of the objection, your competition's cheaper, why should I go with you? You haven't had a good, you didn't explain well enough the value that you're providing and why it's at such a steal at the price that they're getting it at. Yeah? So, commoditized offers. There you go. So, essentially, customers will always compare your product to others and choose based on the lowest price. This leads to narrowing margins and constant battle to stay afloat. But a Grand Slam offer changes everything by eliminating this price competition. You no longer compete in a price war. You create a new category that your offer is unrivaled in. Right? A Grand Slam offer, what are our key components and what does it demand? Right? This is why it makes it unmatchable. It's irresistible. People will just say yes to it. It's a no-brainer, right? Value proposition that cannot be beat. A premium pricing, right? An unbeatable guarantee and a payment model that ensures cash flows and remove cash restraints, right? Making you that category of one, making comprehension irrelevant. Like you just can't compare you to anyone else other than you. Only you are marketing this. Only you have this amazing offer. So by doing so, it makes you unique. Right, it shifts their focus away from the price to the unique value that you're offering, and this helps improve response rates to ads, conversion rates, and premium pricing. Right, so more sales, more clicks, and the ability to charge what you're truly worth. So, in a sense, it's not about the cheapest product. Okay, it's about making your product so valuable that customers see it's worth every single penny that they're investing in it. This way, you generate more customers, higher ticket prices, and higher profits with less effort. So the importance of a Grand Slam offer, right? So when you're comparing a Grand Slam offer to a commoditized offer, the difference is stark. It's huge. Two businesses may be doing the same work, selling the same product, but one uses a Grand Slam offer and the other sticks with a commoditized offer. Grand Slam offer will stand out, generate high profits, and attract customers who are willing to pay a premium price for what they see as a unique solution to their problem. It truly transforms the decision-making process for your prospect, and instead of comparing you to the other businesses on price, they'll compare you to nothing. This leads to a value-driven purpose, which is the key to success. Okay, cool. You get it. Make a Grand Slam offer. All right. Now, where do we find these people to charge our extremely premium-priced, one-of-a-kind offerings to? Well, here are the 4 categories that you want to look for. The niches specifically is obviously you should have seen by the previous trainings on what your niche is, having done your own customer research. But as a quick, repeating what we discussed, we want to find a person with massive pain, right? People with pain for solutions to their, people will pay for solutions to their pain points. Ideally, people with pain with massive purchasing power, that's where you get the real juice. So if your market is facing significant challenges, be it financial, health, or emotional, you're in a good position. The more intense the pain, the more they'll value your solution. Purchasing power, right? So ensure your market has the ability to pay for your solution, even if they have a desperate need. They need to have the financial resources to afford it. Easy to target, right? So finding your audience shouldn't be a needle in a haystack. You should be able to see them from a mile away, right? Whether that's on social media or, gatherings, you should find online communities. There should be a way to approach them. And then finally, it should be a growing market. So aim for a market that's growing. Cool. And finally, last thing is the fact that, we've discussed this before in other videos, but funnily, one of the largest mistakes and biggest mistakes I see in entrepreneurs is when they jump to different niches. They make it, they fail to commit to a specific niche, jumping from one market to the next, right? Or one service delivery, one way to deliver the service to the next, right? To succeed, you must stick with a niche long enough to learn, adapt, and perfect your Grand Slam offer. Riches are in the niches. By narrowing your focus, you can tailor your messaging, your product, and your marketing strategies to a specific audience. And the best part, you can charge premium prices for solving their specific problems. When you focus on a niche, you serve them better and better, and you charge more and more for your expertise. Okay? So, yeah. So they think that they flirt from one market to another, chasing the elusive, easy money. Right. Cool. Very nice. So now we're going to focusing on the 6 pillars of client acquisition. So now that we talk about sort of a little bit more about the niche and why we need a Grand Slam offer, I'm going to underline the 6 core principles of client acquisition, which is the fact that if you don't have clients, there is no business. That's number 1. So, but acquiring clients isn't just about, cold calls, social media posts, or fancy ads. It's about truly understanding human behavior on a deep, sophisticated level, right? So that you can leverage that psychology behind how other people make decisions to then have people become your clients. So you need to understand, I'd suggest, how to move someone from being a stranger to becoming a loyal paying customers. Now, here are the 6 fundamental pillars of client acquisition. So number 1 is drive. So drive is the core motivation behind why people do anything, right? Why they do what they do. It's the deep, often subconscious reasoning behind why they take action. So if you want to truly convert someone into a client, you must understand their goals. What are they truly after? Why are they here? What do they want? What, not just that, but just like what makes them tick? What drives them? What shapes their goals? And without understanding it, you will miss the mark. You need to know what they want, what they deeply want. Status, is it a partner? Is it revenge? Is it, what are their deep underlying drives? Once you have that, you can then piece together their goals, right? So once you understand why someone's driven, motivated, you can then get to their goals, their desired future state. This is the what they want to achieve, right? So whether it's financial milestones, weight loss, or something as simple as freeing up more time, understanding their goals helps you pinpoint the desired outcome that will motivate them to take action, right? But achieving a goal isn't easy, and there'll always be obstacles, challenges, and problems to overcome. So now that you understand their drive, understand their goal, so what they're motivating, like what's motivating them, where they want to get to, now comes the problem. The challenges standing between your prospect and their goal. Every prospect you encounter has a problem that needs solving. Understand? That problem could be anything from lacking knowledge or fear to logistical issues, right? So without a clear understanding of what their problems are, it's impossible to position yourself as the solution. So what do we have, guys? We got the drive, we got the goal, we got the problem. Now that we have all those 3 things, we can get into the pain of the problem. Problems don't just exist in a vacuum. They cause pain. Pain is the emotional discomfort, the frustration, and the daily struggles that motivates people to take action. If the pain isn't intense enough, they won't move. They won't worry. And to get someone to move, you need to amplify their pain. This isn't about creating false pain. It's about uncovering the emotional toll their problem is taking on their life. Pain drives people to seek change. If you can tap into that pain, you will have their attention. Number 5 is action. So once you have probed them, once you figure out their drive, their goals, their problem, getting to those goals, and the pain that they have getting through that problem, it's time for people to take action. People don't just wake up one day and decide to take action. It's a process. To get someone to take action, you must guide them. You need to give them the right push at the right moment. So most people, when they experience pain, resist taking action because they don't know how to or what to do. That's where you can come in. You need to help them feel that now is the right time to take action. You need to guide them. Give them confidence and help them see the path forward. The right action is only taken when they are confident in their ability to solve the problem. And that leaves us with confidence. So confidence is the belief that you can solve the problem, confidence in your ability to deliver, confidence in your process, in your offer, in your brand, and confidence in their own decision to choose you as a solution. If you don't inspire that kind of confidence, all drive, goals, and pain won't lead to action. People need to believe you can solve their problem, or else they won't pay you a dime. So in summary, client acquisition is simply understanding and leveraging their core beliefs and drives. It's also recognizing their goals, a desired future state that someone has. Then it's about defining it, understanding the obstacles to said desired state, creating and recognizing pain created by their problems, and then eliciting decision and actions that are alleviate pain created by the problems, and then finally building confidence in the person's perception of your ability to solve those problems. All 6 things are required to get a stranger to become a customer, because those drives that the client has creates the goals, and the goals creates problems, right? Because they might not know how to get to their goals. Problems create pain because it's really painful to not have them have the ability to achieve their goals, which meets their drives. And then finally, that pain creates action. Action stems from confidence. You must show confidence by presenting yourself as a competent, capable, and trustworthy person, right? That's why when you go to the doctors, they have a doctor in front of their name, or else you're less likely to trust them because you know that they've been through many years of studying and many exams for further qualifications, right? So you must must do that. You expose pain by uncovering and amplifying the pain that already exists within. So pain alone doesn't actually always lead to action, right? Like it isn't like pain. You don't just like make pain out of nowhere, right? You uncover pain. Pain, though powerful, doesn't always drive someone to act unless it's amplified. There you go. Humans often create delusions or distractions to cope with the discomfort because pain is hard to face. It's easier to pretend it doesn't exist, but without amplifying that pain, it stays dormant and prevents action. Action requires external encouragement. People rarely decide to escape pain or solve their problems without a push or an external trigger. You must be the one to elicit those decisions and actions from your audience. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. That's powerful. So to make this process work, you need to connect with the existing desires, goals, and challenges of your potential clients. The stranger you're engaging with already has their own set of motivations, their own struggles, and their own sources of pain. So your role is to recognize and intensify those elements. You must create the conditions that encourage them to take action. And for that, you must build their confidence in you and your solution. You do not create pain. You highlight and amplify what's already there. Many, many, many people are either unaware of the discomfort or in denial about it. And your job is to help them see it clearly and face it. Face it, truly face it. Similarly, you don't create the action. You guide them to make the decision to act. You don't like, I can't control you to, I cannot. You're another human. Typically on a Zoom call, right? You'd be another human on a Zoom call. In your own complete different world. I cannot help you make your own decisions. Only you can. But you can help nudge, right? And sometimes people do need a nudge. They need a reason or a reminder to take the first step towards solving their problem. But since most people don't like being told what to do, it's critical to approach this process with care and sensitivity. Where many businesses fail is in assuming that simply offering a product or a service will bring customers rushing in. But true success comes from understanding the psychological triggers that drive their decisions and aligning your approach with those triggers. Okay? So confidence pools. Now, how do you create the confidence necessary to convert? There are three primary models. There's your offer. So the first pool is it's the offer itself. Right? This is where the magic happens. If your product or service is positioned in such a way that it resonates deeply with their pain and offers a clear path to solving their problems, you've already got their attention. The strength of your offer dictates the level of confidence a prospect has in you. Right? The second pool is you. Who is doing, you've got an amazing offer. Who's actually doing it? You. Okay. Tell me about you. Who are you? What is your credibilities? What is your credentials? Why should people trust you? Your confidence in your ability to deliver on the promise will actually inspire confidence in them. If they feel you're genuine, knowledgeable, and trustworthy, they're more likely to trust you with their business. Your belief in your own ability it's honestly contagious. Like it will be contagious. People can smell bullshit from miles away now, guys. Truly. The third pool is your existing clients, testimonials, case studies, social proof. All of this works wonders for building trust. When prospects see that you've already helped others just like them succeed with your service or product, it reassures them that they can do it too. Here's a couple quick tips. All right. Track results. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out. Keep a log of your achievements, no matter how big or small. Your progress helps to see when you're succeeding. Prepare ahead. Right, so make sure, you prepare ahead, right? So by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Do your homework before meetings or calls. Right? Being well prepared allows you to feel more in control and confident when you're speaking to that person. Keep it real with self-talk. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Right? Replace negative thoughts with realistic, constructive ones. When you catch yourself doubting, reframe the situation and focus on what you can solve. Surround yourself with the right people, so you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Spend time with people who encourage you or challenge you in a productive way. And lastly, take action. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Confidence builds when you push yourself to take small risks or something that might, make you feel slightly uncomfortable. Each step builds your ability to handle bigger and bigger challenges. Last 3 is Visualize success, so what you think you become. Be aware of body language, so the body language you use is not just a reflection of your thoughts, it can actually shape them, right? And then finally, reflect on client feedback. Your most unhappy customers are typically your greatest source of learning. So this is where you can really extract true pools of confidence from. But then brings us the pools of pain. So now that we talked about confidence, we actually have pain. Confidence is something that you can build. Pools of pain is what you can expose. So to transform a stranger into a client, there must be pain, and pain acts as a gauge for someone's suffering, revealing an unmet need or dissatisfaction in their life. So without this pain, there is no reason to act, but not all pain is equal, and understanding where to extract this pain is critical to converting the stranger into a committed client. And I refer to this, to the different sources of pain as pools, each representing a different area where a potential client may feel discomfort, right? So there are 5 distinct pools of pain that drive decision making. The first one is the problem, right? Problems are the visible obstacles standing in the way of a goal. They are tangible and known, such as difficulty booking appointments, or struggling with diet, or the inability to manage your time effectively. These are issues that people actively seek for solutions for, right? And you can ask this in your meetings, right? Or in your presentations. You mentioned that you've had trouble securing new clients. Can you tell me more about the challenges you face with that? Oh yeah, I really struggle with this because of this. Cool. Unmet needs. Unmet needs refer to deep, often subconscious desires of drives that remain unfulfilled. These are not always obvious, but manifest as a sense of lacking in certain important areas of their life, such as health, wealth, love, status, belonging, or achievement. You can even ask on your calls or on your meetings, what's been missing in your life that you wish you could change? Okay, maybe not that deep, but on the lines of that. Next one is having what isn't wanted. This pool involves living in a current situation that is uncomfortable or undesirable, but hard to escape. Maybe it could be debt, it could be poor health, it could be loneliness, or even stuck in a job that doesn't align with the personal values, right? Question you can ask is, what's the impact of your current situation on your happiness or long-term goals? 2 more. Wanting what isn't had. This is the desire for something they currently lack, such as financial success, physical transformation, or a meaningful relationship. These are often aspirations that feel just out of reach, right? What would your life look like if you had the ability to achieve those dreams, or get your dream partner, or achieve that financial goal that you had? What would it look like? Consequences are the last one, which is the fallout from any of the above pools of pain. This includes the suffering caused by not addressing problems or unmet needs. Consequences could be financial ruin, failing health, or missed opportunities. Now, the subtle art of pain amplification. Subtle. The key to conversion is not simple. Identifying those pools of pain but amplifying them in a way that moves the prospect to act without pissing them off is tough, right? The most effective pool to extract pain from is typically the problem and its consequences of inaction, right? So these are the areas that are most important, apparent, and relatable, making them easiest to work with. When you can clearly understand the problem they are facing and the consequences of inaction, you can amplify that pain towards a solution. This is such remember this point. All right. It's not just the problem, but it's also the pain of inaction. If they don't do anything about it, are they okay with going the way it is? No. Cool. So let's do something to change about it. However, people rarely associate pain with the deeper unconscious pulls like unmet needs or what isn't wanted, because those areas are harder to identify and pinpoint. They are often trapped in denial or unaware of how these unconscious drivers affect their daily lives. Instead, people tend to link their pain to their conscious problems and their consequences they see right in front of them. When analyzing pain, discretion is key. You cannot bluntly point out someone suffering. They will only they'll cause sales resistance. They'll just shut up. They won't want to talk about it. You must approach it subtly, guiding them to recognize their pain without being forceful. And the goal is not to create pain, but to help them see and feel the discomfort that already exists. Here are 4 practical ways, 5 actually, that you can use to amplify pain. So the first one is the first one is the ask pain point questions. So the question isn't what you look at, it's what you see. Ask questions that force the prospect to confront the pain, right? This seems counterintuitive, you don't want to be too direct, but this helps them truly realize the gravity of the situation, often making them, feel a little bit uncomfortable, but making them motivated to find a solution. Typically, you can say, how long have you been struggling with these issues and what is it costing you? Gosh, what is it costing you? Such a brutal question. Listen more than you speak. Yeah, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Who here, if we just clock in right now, who here does this? I do it. I do it a lot. And I try to catch myself when I tend to speak more than I listen, because listening carefully allows you to pick up on those nuances of your prospect's pain. When you listen actively, they feel heard, which can make them more open to revealing deeper concerns, right? As an example, you can give your prospect space to talk, follow up on things they've said, or dig deeper into how it impacts their life and what it means to them. Explore their problems in detail, right? So don't just let them, like when you catch a thread of why they're in pain and why are they on this call, why they're in the position that they're in. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Delve deeper into the specifics of their problem. The more you explore, the more they'll feel the weight of their situation. Be inquisitive, but don't be too forceful, right? So an example is, can you walk me through the biggest challenges you're facing right now? What makes it so difficult to overcome? Discuss the consequence of an action, a great one. So the best way out is always through, helping them understand what will happen if they don't take action, right? This sharpens the contrast between staying stuck in their current pain versus moving forward to a solution. If this issue isn't addressed, what do you think could happen in the next few months? What's the cost of continuing down the path? Is great, brutal questions to ask your prospect, because it truly just makes them sit. And especially if you have like a very long pause before asking that question, you stare at them and say, what's the cost of continuing down this path if you weren't open to moving forward with us and paying us $10,000 one time, lifetime as an offer? But that was a joke. Just saying, like, discussing the consequences of an action is truly brutal. Creating urgency around the situation. So a goal without a deadline is a dream. Make them feel the urgency of the situation, right? The longer they delay, the worse the consequences become. Be empathetic yet direct and make sure they feel the weight of the moment. Example, if things don't change soon, what could be the long-term impact be? Is this something you can afford to let slide? Truly. The effects of amplifying pain. Some might view the act of amplifying pain as manipulative or unethical. However, I view it as similar to a doctor diagnosing a patient's illness. If a doctor must cause temporary discomfort to treat a greater long-term suffering, it is justified. You're not here to exploit pain for gain, right, guys? We're not here to, we're not here to give them all this pain just to make them feel bad, okay? Unless you're evil, then that's a different story. You're not here to exploit their pain for gain. Instead, you are here trying to help people recognize the pain they're already in. They are already in this pain. You're just saying, like, hey, you're a suffering person. Do you want to carry on suffering, or would you like less pain? Oh yeah, I'd like that. I'd like less pain. Okay, cool. Here's my solution that can alleviate that pain, and it's a great offer. In the end, it's not about creating pain. It's about guiding prospects through their pain so they can make a decision that will improve their lives. By understanding where the pain originates and how you can amplify it discreetly, you can foster deeper connections with potential clients and lead them towards the solution they need. So we call this, in biology, the action potential analogy. So in the biological world, action potential refers to the electrical impulses that fires in neurons once it reaches a certain threshold, right? So this is what you typically happen with cells in biology when sending signals, right? You need a certain amount of voltage, right? There you go, a stimulus. If it's not enough stimulus, right? If the pain is not enough, there will be no action. You even see this with sales, guys. Like it's insane. And then there'll be a little bit of a dip, and then you'll go back to resting state in terms of stimuli and action potentials, right? So when this threshold is crossed, the neuron takes action and transmits a signal. This process may seem far removed from business, but it can actually provide an insightful analogy for how we turn potential customers from strangers into customers. Let's dive deep into how pain and confidence drive take action. Blah 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 blah. Cool. That bit's not meant to be there. Sorry, guys. But you get my point, right? They need a certain amount of pain to take action, and you, right? These are your failed sales calls and your failed offers, right? That don't resonate with the audience. You need to get them over a threshold and get them all the way up here. Maybe this is 1, 2, and 3. This specific threshold is just enough for them to even take action. This is what your marketing does. And then in your sales calls and in your sales conversion mechanisms, you need to bring them all the way up here where they finally reach this threshold to then take action and move on with you, with your offer and on your sales calls. So imagine a potential customer is like a character in a video game. Each person has a unique action threshold, the point at which they make a decision to buy your product or service. Some people have a low threshold, meaning they actually don't need they only need a little nudge. Others have a huge threshold, requiring much, much more to cross into action. This is about predicting human behavior exactly. It's more like understanding how people's pain and confidence affect their willingness to act. The closer you get to this threshold, the more likely someone is willing to make a move. So, and you can see this, very, very clearly in this specific diagram, right? So we use the beautiful image, right? It was, a great example of like the mathematical breakdown of how people would take action. So an example of how these two powerful forces of pain and confidence can play within GoHighLevel, especially if you're trying to attract GoHighLevel clients, is, for instance, with the pain. What pain? So this refers to the problems or frustrations that your potential clients may lack in, when they're dealing with it, right? Maybe they struggle with lead management or automations or insufficient follow-ups. This creates great pain and is more likely that they'll seek a solution. Okay, so those are the problems that they could have if they are not using GoHighLevel. Then comes the confidence, right? Confidence in your ability or a white label partner or your partner to show them how GoHighLevel can solve their pain points. Confidence is built when you effectively demonstrate the platform's features, like sorry about that, like automated workflows, SMS campaigns, funnel buildings, tools, You get my point. The more they trust that GoHighLevel can make their lives easier, the more likely they'll take action. Now let's translate these forces into a simple formula to explain how this comes together. Pain, the percentage, plus confidence, the percentage, divided by 2 equals the chance of taking action. Now let's imagine a potential client is a business owner who's struggling with manual client outreach and poor follow-up. Their pain is about 80%, right? They lack the automations, they lack the AI, they lack the results, and they see the opportunity in which they're missing, right? And the result, that results in their low conversion rates. Confidence, they have a 70% confidence in GoHighLevel's ability to solve this problem based on positive reviews, a demo they saw, and a free trial that they took but never truly set up. So they're quite in pain and they have some confidence. So if we use this formula, we can calculate that there's a 75% chance of them taking action and them paying for something, whether it's a done for you or done with you or a coaching program that can help them get them over the line. If this client's action threshold is below 75%, they're likely to convert once you trigger that final nudge, whether it's a follow-up email, an SMS reminder, or a phone call or a Zoom call or whatever it is. You can kind of see it over here. They have to be around these, the star points. Some people need to be here to take action. Some people need to be here. They need to be, either at 80% or like 65%. It just depends on where they're at on this scale that shows them. If they are ever in doubt or if they are in comfort, you are not going to be able to move them. Truly. If they are truly happy and comfortable and they doubt that you're able to get them to where you say you can get them with your offer, they are not moving. And, on the fence clients typically, right? So think of clients that are someone hovering just beneath that action threshold. This they are close to conversing, but they need a little push. They might be in the 70% pain zone, but feel only 60% confident in your solution. What do? You can increase their pain, right? By showing them how their current situation is holding them back to, maybe they're wasting time cooking in a poorly designed kitchen, or their applications are constantly breaking down. Or you can boost their confidence by showing them real-time video walkthroughs of your work, providing extra guarantees, or offering a money-back guarantee, right? We'll talk a lot about that later in the chapter. The goal is to cross the tipping point where both pain and confidence combine to push them into action. Beautiful. All right. Surpassing the market's action threshold. So in business, understanding the target market's action threshold is crucial, right? So if you can create an offer that appeals to the broad swath of potential clients, one that elevates their pain and boosts their confidence, you can push them past the collective action threshold of your market. Let's say you're a running fitness app, for instance. The pain of your audience is that they don't have time to go to the gym or aren't motivated to work alone. And the confidence comes from your user-friendly app, the workout plans, and the success stories from real users. If you can make the app feel like the perfect solution, you'll hit the tipping point of a wide range of users and increase conversions. Now, let's talk about the fun bit. Money. So going back to the offer, the power of perceived value in pricing. To create an offer that your audience can't resist, you need to understand value. And people make purchases because they feel they're getting more for what they're giving, right? The value they perceive must outweigh the price they pay. So if the value dips below what they're paying, they'll walk away. As Warren Buffett says, price is what they pay, value is what they get. And here's a key insight, guys. Being the second cheapest in the market doesn't give you an edge, but being the most expensive can. The secret to success isn't lowering your price to be competitive. It's about raising the perceived value of your product or service so much that it justifies a higher price. Imagine offering $100,000 worth of value for just $10,000, right? That's how you can make your offer irresistible. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. It is the value to price discrepancy, as good old Alex Hormozy would say in his Offers book. Oops. So, why you should price your service for maximum value. Many business owners fall into the trap of pricing based on what everyone else is doing. It typically looks like this. You check out what competitors are charging, you set your price slightly below to stay competitive, and you add a little extra and call it an advantage, right? Or you just do as you're told. Typically with GoHighLevel, 97, 297, 497. This approach leads to more for less, a race to the bottom, and the truth is those competitors are usually struggling. So why would you follow their lead? Pricing based on the market averages mean you're doing enough to break even. And when more competitors enter the market offering a little more for a little less, the market becomes flooded and the real winners are few and far between. If you're serious about your business thriving, honestly, you need a price for growth, not just survival. And you want to build a business that thrives, not just one that stays afloat. And this is the virtuous versus the vicious cycle of price, right? If you can increase your emotional investment of your clients, the perceived value, the results, the demandingness decreases, right? By the way, if you have clients who are more emotionally invested and they perceive the value as higher and they can get better results because they're more invested into it, the revenue fulfillment for client increases. So you can have more money to hire better coaches or more product research, etc., for your business, for yourself. It improves your profit. It increases the perceived value of self, of your business, the perception of impact, right? The results that you can get, the service level, and the sales team conviction. The price to value trap. As we discussed, these are all the things that happen when you price too lowly, right? And then these are all the things that happens when you price at a reasonable rate. You get, truly, this is how you build a premium business. Rather than scraping by in the race to the bottom with higher prices, you can afford to deliver a high quality experience and continue to grow and scale your business without compromising on the quality of your service. And here's the hidden link between price and value. higher prices can actually make your service more valuable, right? There was a recent research that was shown to have, when people, tasted wine labeled as expensive, they rate it better, even if it's the exact same cheaper wine that was on display, right? This phenomenon shows how price influences the perception of value. In simple terms, a higher price tag can make your product or service seem more valuable, even if the product hasn't changed. The trick is to price your service. The trick is to price your offering high enough that your potential customers believe that they're getting something extraordinary. This creates that category of one, right? It's so much more expensive than your clients think. This must be something entirely different. When you do that, you stop competing in a crowded market and become the only option for those seeking quality. And this creates a category of one, and you might become the monopoly in your niche. With this strategy, you can command monopoly-like profits, and customers will happily pay because they'll see your offer as being in its own league. And of course, those who pay the most attention. You get clients that are fully engaged with what you do, right? If clients feel the price sting, it will push them to be even more engaged in the process, leading to better results. You want to ensure clients are fully committed to achieving their desired outcome, and pricing them higher does that. The more they are invested, the more they will follow through, and the better the results will be that you'll both experience working together. So, now that we've talked a little bit about the 6 pillars of acquisition, a little bit more about confidence pools and pain pools, power of perceived value, as well as creating a category of one, let's talk about the beautiful Hormozy equation, the one and only. So, as illustrated in the diagram, there are 4 key drivers of value that determine how customers perceive your offer. 2 of these drivers found at the top should be enhanced, whilst the other 2 at the bottom need to be minimized. Here's the breakdown. And here are 4 questions that your offer needs to answer. What will I achieve? Right, so what's the dream outcome? What's the ultimate result they can get? How can I be sure this will work? Good one. So what's the perceived likelihood of achievement? Right, so what guarantees or proof can you provide that's suitable, that's attainable within the time period that you suggest? How soon will I see results? What's the time delay? How quickly can I expect to reach those goals? And then finally, what will I have to put in? What level of commitment, time, or resources will they need to invest? The effort and sacrifice. Each of these questions reflect a key element in how your offer is perceived, and optimizing your approach to address them can drastically enhance its appeal and value. All right, so let's get into what the dream outcome is. So the dream outcome, which is, people, as discussed earlier with their desires, have desires that drive action as powerful as the decisions that shape nations, relationships, and personal destinies. These are the forces that influence everything from the relationship we form to the wars we fight, and even the sacrifices people are willing to make. So our job isn't to create these desires, it's to channel them through our offer and monetization vehicle in a way that resonates deeply with our target market. The dream outcome is the vision of what a person wants to achieve, and it's the gap between their current reality and their ideal future. It's the feeling, the experience, and the transformation they envision in their mind. And our goal is to articulate this dream back to them in a way that makes them feel truly understood, and then demonstrate how our product or service will be the vehicle to get them there. The dream outcome, it's straightforward. It's the destination, right? But the journey and how they get there is where the true value of an offer is either enhanced or diminished. So people in general, and your clients specifically, have desires that drive them to be perceived as beautiful, to be respected, to be seen as powerful, to be loved, to increase their social status. These are the universal power, truly powerful desires and drivers of human behavior. However, multiple vehicles might satisfy the same desire. For example, the desire to be perceived as beautiful could be met with a variety of products, right? So makeup, anti-aging creams, supplements, shapewear, or plastic surgery. By talking in terms of what your prospect believes will elevate their status or help them attain the life of their dream, you tap into a powerful motivator. But here's the catch. When 2 products or services fulfill the same desire, like the desire to be beautiful, the dream outcome doesn't differentiate the perceived value. So that means the value driven, or the value derived from the dream outcome will be pretty much the same for both offers. So what truly sets one apart isn't just the dream outcome. It's the other three values. It's the perceived likelihood of achievement, the time delay, and effort and sacrifice. It's, in other words, when two products satisfy the same desire, it's how likely someone is to succeed, how long it will take, and how much effort and sacrifice is required that will determine which offer holds more value and ultimately which one commands a higher price. Cool. Perceived likelihood of achievement. So how likely is me working with you, or me going through your product or service, going to achieve my goal? And one powerful truth I've come to understand is that people pay for certainty. They crave it. You know, this concept, which I call perceived likelihood of achievement, good old Mr. Hormozi called it, is all about confidence and how confident someone feels that they'll actually get the result they're seeking if they make the purchase, as we discussed earlier with pools of confidence, right? Think about it this way. How much would you be willing to pay to be the 10,000th patient of a renowned plastic surgeon versus their first? Guys, you know, like, I would pay a lot, right? If you're like most people, you'd like, pay far more for the seasoned surgeon. Heck, you might even ask the first surgeon to pay you for taking that risk. The difference? The experienced surgeon offers you certainty, and certainty that the procedure will go smoothly and that you'll get the results you want and that they know exactly what they're doing. Despite both surgeons providing the same service, it's the perceived likelihood of success that drives the value. And this is where the power of perceived likelihood of achievement comes into play. The more experience, credibility, and proof you can show, the more likely your prospects are to believe your offer will work for them. And people are willing to pay so much for that confidence that they're in the hands of someone who can deliver results. And this is why it's crucial to communicate this certainty throughout your messaging, through testimonials, through success stories, and through guarantees, and what you choose to highlight in your offer. If you can boost a prospect's conviction that your offer will work, you'll automatically increase its value, even if the work itself stays the same. Number 3, halfway there, guys. Time delay refers to the gap between a client making a purchase and actually receiving the promised benefits. The shorter the gap, the more valuable your service or product outcome becomes, right? So this driver of value is influenced by two key elements: long-term outcome and short-term experience. While people ultimately buy for the long-term payoff, their dream outcome, what truly engages them, right, and what makes them committed during the journey is the short-term experience. Along the way to achieving their ultimate goal, clients need to see progress and feel small victories, sort of like micro milestones, right? So you want to create a sense of momentum, showing them that they are on the right track. It's their little wins, those immediate emotional wins that fuel their motivation to continue by delivering a smaller, tangible outcomes early on. You build trust and excitement, ensuring your clients stay invested in the process. And the key is to balance both, while the big prize at the end is the dream outcome. The journey to get there should be filled with frequent wins and positive experiences. Creative solutions like offering early, breakthroughs or instant feedback can make a huge difference in keeping clients engaged and motivated. And when clients see they're actually making progress, even before they reach their final goal, they can feel the confidence in their decision to purchase, and that in turn enhances the perceived value of what you offer. And then last but not least, the effort and sacrifice. Right, so the effort and sacrifice represents the cost people incur beyond the direct price tag, the hidden costs, both tangible and intangible, that accumulate along the way. These can be physical, emotional, or time-related investments that clients must make in order to reach their goals. So if you take a look at a comparison between the fitness effort, sacrifice, and liposuction and the effort and sacrifice required. As you can see with fitness, there's probably like a list of 15 that you need to go through. Whilst with liposuction, you fall asleep, you wake up thin, guaranteed, and you're sore for 2 to 4 weeks. Hence why you can price liposuction significantly higher compared to fitness services. Take the marketing of plastic surgery, for instance. They tap often into the pain points of their audience by highlighting the struggles of their journey. Tired of wasting endless hours in the gym, or sick of trying new diets that never work. These messages speak directly to the high levels of effort and sacrifice involved in non-surgical routes, which are often perceived as inconvenient and ineffective. This is why convincing someone to spend just a fraction of the price of surgery on fitness programs feels like an uphill battle. The perceived effort and sacrifice required for a long, drawn-out process often feels too high when compared to a more immediate, painless solution. While the ultimate outcome, improved health and appearance, may be the same, perceived value of the vehicles used to reach the outcomes are vastly different, hence the stark difference in price. Now, let's take a side-by-side comparison of two different vehicles offering identical dream outcomes. Meditation and Xanax, both offering the promise of relaxation, reduce anxiety, and a sense of well-being. However, the effort and sacrifice involved in each methods are drastically different, which shifts the perceived value and ultimately the price. Meditation requires time, discipline, and mental effort, while Xanax offers a quick fix with minimal personal sacrifice, and the way we perceive the effort involved in achieving the same outcome directly influences how much we're willing to pay for each solution. That's why meditation is for free, and Xanax is a multi-million-dollar business. Decreasing the effort or sacrifice, or at least minimizing how much clients perceive they need to endure, can significantly increase the appeal and value of your offer. The more effortless and seamless the experience feels to your prospect, the more likely they are to see the value and make the purchase. Cool. So now that we've got a fundamental understanding of the 6 pillars, the psychological understanding of humans, and how we can get a client from, a stranger to a paying client, right? We've got the 6 pain pools. We've got the pain pools, right? As well as the confidence pools. We've got a fundamental understanding of value, and the value diagram that good old Alex Hormozi made for us. We're now going to craft our dream Grand Slam offer, okay? Our Grand Slam offer. Firstly, we want to identify the dream outcome. Before you can build a compelling offer, you need to define the dream outcome. What does your prospect truly desire? What's the ultimate transformation that they seek? This is the desired results they'll be investing in, whether it's personal, financial, health-related, or otherwise. The clearer and more emotionally powerful you make this dream outcome, the more effective you can position your offer to capture their attention. Second step, you want to list all of their problems, right? So list all the problems and objections that might stand in the way of their prospects achieving their dream outcome, right? So this can be divided into the key categories of dream outcome, likelihood of achievement, effort and sacrifice, and time. Now that, take a moment to map out all of the problems that your prospect face in relation to your offer. What fears, doubts, and roadblocks might stand in their way. Solution list, okay? Your dream outcome, clearly defined and a solid understanding of the obstacles your prospects face. It's time to outline the solutions. How can you solve each of these problems? What are you and what can you provide that directly addresses the issues preventing them from moving forward? Craft your solutions in a way that speaks to both the pain and their desires. Everyone loves a good bargain, but what's even better is a deal that feels like a steal, where they feel they're getting far more value than the price that they're paying. This is where high-priced products or services can feel like a bargain when their value far outweighs the cost. Your goal is to deliver exceptional value that makes your offer irresistible. Now, over here, you can see an image of the sales to fulfillment continuum. And I put this in here because, just because you can list, just because, you start creating your offer and you start, stacking all the problems that they might have, and then all the obstacles that they might experience as they come along, you want to figure out a way that makes it easy to sell and easy to fulfill. So when building a business, you're constantly navigating the balance between ease of fulfillment and ease of sales. If you minimize what's required to fulfill your product or service, you'll face greater difficulty in selling it. Or on the other hand, if you create a highly appealing offer that's easy to sell, you're likely to end up with an overwhelming demand, making fulfillment harder and more time-consuming. And the goal is to find the perfect sweet spot, where you can sell your product effortlessly whilst keeping fulfillment simple and efficient. I follow the mantra, create flow, monetize flow, then add friction. First, focus on generating demand, full stop. Get people excited about what you offer. Once the demand is flowing, I work on closing the sale. Only after people are saying yes do I consider adding any complexity to my marketing, scaling down my offer, or scaling down my offer for the same price. This approach is rooted in practicality. If you can't generate demand first, you'll have no idea if your product or service is truly valuable. I'd rather provide more value to each customer first and create consistent cash flow than spend time optimizing my business in a vacuum with no real data or feedback from paying clients to guide my decisions. Honestly, for guys that are starting out, make sales so easy. Like typically that's probably the hardest thing at the start, right? To close deals and get clients. Once you are starting to get clients and you have a handful of them, transition more to a done with you, sort of done with you, do it yourself methodology. But that makes it pretty difficult to sell, because obviously if it's done with you, do it yourself, that requires more effort and sacrifice, and time delay could be increased because it relies on them to actually achieve the results that you're promising. So, yep, that's that. Cool. Creating your solution, your solution delivery vehicles, the how. Now comes the critical part. How do you deliver your solution? This is where you get creative. Think about all the potential ways you can tackle each of the problems you've identified. What could you do to enhance the value of your offer to the point where your prospects would be crazy to say no? Consider each possible method of delivering your solution, whether it's through adding bonuses, streamlined processes, special guarantees, or personalized support. This is the step where you think big and think differently. The more you can imagine solutions that go above and beyond what your prospects expect, the more likely you are to create a wow factor. That leaves them saying, all that, seriously, for the price that you mentioned, I am in. Your solution should be so compelling that the prospect feels an immediate, irresistible urge to take action. And this is your chance to differentiate yourself and make your offer stand out in a sea of competition. Number 5, right? The ultimate high value deliverable, right? When building your offer, you need to build a strategic decision about how you can actually deliver what you say you can deliver, right? Whether that's, you can follow the following criteria to guide you in creating an offer that is both impactful and effective. So personal attention, right? What level of attention are you giving? Is it one-on-one or small groups or one-to-many? Customer effort. Is it do it yourself? Is it done with you or is it done for you? Delivery medium, right? What's the preferred medium? Is it in person? Is it phone? Is it email, text, Zoom, or chat support? Content format. Is it pre-recorded content? How do I want them to consume it? Is it audio, video, or written? Response time. How quickly should I respond? Right? And then finally, a great question to ask is, if you were to 10x the price your clients were to pay for your service, what would I offer them? And if they paid a 10th of the price, how could I provide them with such massive value? Push your thinking to both extremes and brainstorm wildly different ways to make your product irresistible. This exercise reveals creative solutions you may not have thought otherwise. And once you've defined those solutions, it's time to define the offer to ensure efficiency and value. You want to trim and stack. So with that long list of solutions, start by assessing the cost to you versus the value to your clients. So try and remove high cost, low value items first, followed by low cost, low value options. Ask yourself which solutions will financially benefit your clients, increase their likelihood of success, make it easier for them to achieve their goals in minimal effort and sacrifice, and help them reach their dream outcome with less time and frustrations. What remains should be a combination of low cost, high value, and high cost, high value solutions. While one-to-many solutions may require more upfront work, they become valuable assets that will generate long-term profits with minimal outgoing efforts. This is the key to creating sustainable, high-margin business. So the final high-value deliverable is to focus on the dream outcome, define the obstacles, create the solutions, figure out what delivery methods you're going to do to deliver the solution, trim and stack, and now it's time to bundle everything together into the ultimate high-value deliverables. This is where your offer truly comes to life, transforming into something irresistible that customers are eager to buy. So, and before we get into what the actual offer is, I want to drop, 2 uncomfortable truths here, guys. Okay? Because this is uncomfortable. The fact that the harder it is for you to create the product, the easier it becomes to acquire clients. And the easier it is to create a product, the harder it will be to acquire clients. I see it I see it so often, so often with GoHighLevel agency owners and business owners. They just want it to work without doing the work to try and either figure out how to work it themselves, for themselves, or on a client. It requires work, guys. Like, it requires work. You need to understand what it is and how valuable it is, either to yourself or a test client, before you can even try selling it for high ticket, right? Because it's not hard for you. It's easy. And it only gets easy once you've been through the hard. Sounds counterintuitive, but here's the thing. If you want client acquisition to be easy, you need to put in the hard work on the product side. Why? Because great offers are built on great products. And great products, right? HighLevel is a great product. But HighLevel is a commoditized product now. Everyone and their mom has HighLevel. What makes it different is you, the person selling or using HighLevel. It's your fundamental understanding, the education you have on the product that will truly differentiate you to your competitors. They don't come easy. The more time and effort and energy you pour into perfecting your product, the more confidence you'll aspire, not just in the product, but in your ability to deliver real value to your clients. The harder the product, the better the offer, and the more confidence you have. You, the person, the creator, or the business owner, the agency owner, your product is your blood, sweat, and tears, and it will inspire deep conviction in yourself. You built it, and you know how it works. Your clients, when they feel your conviction, they feel it too. They get better results because of your hard work, which leads to more trust and more loyalty and more confidence in your brand. This is my best kept secret for client acquisition. I spend 80% of my time perfecting my product and only 20% promoting it. It's not about working harder on the marketing. Well, it is, but it's about creating something truly valuable. The product itself becomes the magnet for your clients, and building a great product hasn't always been easy, right? In fact, it's become the most painful, the most frustrating thing I've ever done. It's a Sunday night. I've traveled since Friday. I don't want to do this, but I'm here because I know that pain has been paid off in dividends of confidence. Confidence in the offer, confidence in the results, and confidence in the ability to serve my clients. When I say hard, I don't mean it should take forever or be unnecessarily complicated. It's not about making things harder for the sake of it. It's about putting in the hours and the dedication to deliver something extraordinary. If you're not willing to invest this time and this effort, you won't be able to create offers that truly resonate and convert. And here's the truth. Those who can create great offers because they lack the skill to deliver on them will fall behind. It's time to level up, and the market is evolving, and businesses that bring the most value to the table will always win. If you're struggling to create amazing offers, it's time to sharpen your skill set. Your skills should meet the offer you're creating, not the other way around. If your skills are falling short of the value your offer demands, step up your game, because the people who can push past the pain of product creation and keep delivering excellence are the ones who will win, hands down. So truly, stop shortcuts. There's no such thing as shortcuts. Get comfortable with uncomfortability and invest the time and energy and effort it takes to build something people can't resist. The effort you put in now will pay off in confidence, in trust, and clients, and a lot of money. And speaking of money, this is probably one of the most powerful psychological trigger that you can do to amplify the perceived value of your offer and compel prospects to take immediate action. Right? By strategically integrating scarcity into your offer, you create a sense of urgency and exclusivity that drives conversions and can even allow you to charge higher prices. Here's exactly how scarcity can enhance your offer. Create urgency for immediate actions. When people believe that an opportunity is limited, they feel the pressure to act fast. Scarcity taps into the fear of missing out, pushing prospects to make quicker purchases. For example, if you're running a limited time offer, right? You say there's only 10 spots left, or that the offer runs out in 24 hours, right? You can even create a compelling reason for your audience to act immediately, reducing the time they spend deliberating. Increase perceived value. Scarcity inherently increases the perceived value of an offer. When someone is in a limited supply, it becomes more desirable. By creating scarcity around your product or service, whether through limited availability, time-sensitive bonuses, or exclusive access, you position your offer as something valuable and rare, and people are more willing to invest in something that believes it is in high demand and hard to come by. You can boost exclusivity. So when you limit your offer to a certain number of spots or access, gives the impression that you only select a large group and they can benefit from your product or service. And then finally, halfway there, you can trigger social proof, right? So 5 spots taken, only 3 remaining is a great example of that. You can have it justify premium pricing, so scarcity can allow you to increase the perceived worth of your offer, enabling you to charge more. So when something is in limited supply, its value often seen as higher and people are willing to pay a premium to secure it before it's gone. And then finally, you can increase commitment from it. It not only makes people more likely to move quicker, but it also increases their commitment to the purchase. When prospects believe they might miss out on the valuable opportunity, they are more likely to take action, and the sense of urgency generated by scarcity can help them, from contemplation to conversion, especially if you make it clear that their window of opportunity is missing. Urgency can also enhance your growth, right? So not just scarcity, but urgency in that scarcity, right? So you can say, hey, we have 5 spots left, and when prospect knows that there are only a few available spots left in a specific cohort or time slot, the scarcity pushes them to act quickly. If you sign up today, you can join our next group starting this Monday. If you wait, you'll have to wait until the next opening, which can be weeks away. Adding scarcity to this type of rolling urgency heightens the pressure and encourages faster decision-making whilst giving them a clear, defined opportunity to take action. Rolling seasonal urgency. Seasonal promotion with specific timeframes inherently carry an element of scarcity when you know that a particular offer won't be available beyond a certain date. It creates urgency and drives prospects to act before they miss out, and let your clients know that your special offer won't last forever and that time is ticking. For example, you could say our Valentine's Day offer promotion ends on February 14th. Only a few days left to lock in the deals before it's gone, and the limited time nature of that offer makes your prospects feel the need to act quickly, ensuring you don't lose them to the next business that gets in front of them. Pricing or bonus-based urgency, right? So in the name, when prospects are aware that a special discount or promotion or added bonuses will be available for a short period, they are far more likely to act. The idea that the price will increase or the bonuses will disappear in the near future can lead to quicker decision-making. Exploding opportunity is the last one, which is basically letting them know, like, hey, this is an extremely valuable opportunity, which, all opportunities are limited time to capitalize on such a rare, advantageous opportunity. This market inefficiency won't last forever. It won't. If you wait too long, others will catch on and the window will close. So the urgency comes not just from the deadline, but from the opportunity itself becoming less valuable over time, promoting prospects to act quickly, maximizing their return. Right? Cool. Now, guarantees are also a fantastic way to enhance your offer. So if you want to truly elevate your offer, you need a guarantee that cannot only remove risk for your prospects, but also shift the responsibility of success back to you. So a powerful guarantee gives them the confidence to take action, knowing that you're fully committed to their success. This is where you can stack multiple types of guarantees, both conditional and unconditional, to create an offer so irresistible, prospects will feel crazy not to take it. There's the unconditional guarantee. First, no questions asked refund policy. Simple, straightforward, absolutely powerful. There is the conditional guarantee, right? So conditional guarantees is that, you put the ball in their court while still offering your prospect a powerful safety net. This guarantees often outlines the exact steps your clients need to take to reach their desired outcomes and gives them a reward if they succeed. It's a sort of like a pay it forward strategy that builds momentum and trust. Stacking guarantees. So here's where things get really powerful, right? Combining multiple guarantees to amplify the trust and security your offer provides. By stacking guarantees, you create a sense of absolute certainty that your prospect won't find anywhere else. A unconditional and a conditional. So for instance, we'll give you a full refund within 30 days if you're not satisfied with our program, but if you follow our systems and don't see results, we'll give you one-on-one coaching for free and extend your access to the program for an additional 90 days. That's how confident we are in your success. Fantastic. You've got the anti-guarantee as well, so the one that has no guarantee. We've got future-facing guarantees, right? So one of the most impactful guarantees you can offer is the future-facing guarantee, which outlines the specific milestones and future benefits they'll receive. So this type of guarantee reassures prospects that they'll not only achieve their goals, but will also benefit long-term from the work with you. If you follow our systems and do the work, you'll achieve $10,000 in 60 days. And if you don't, we'll work for free with you until you do. Very nice. Now we have a couple more spots left, which is enhancing our offer with the power of naming. So enhancing the power of your offer with naming, basically the name of your offer isn't just a label, it's a powerful tool that can skyrocket your conversion. So if you've ever felt like you're offering the same value but not getting the responses you expect, the problem might lie in the name itself. A simple change in naming can turn your offer into an irresistible magnet for clients. So let's break it down. Why naming matters more than you think. A name is your offer's first impression. It's like the wrapping paper around a gift. So if it looks dull, people won't even want to unwrap it. The right name ignites curiosity and positions your offer as the solution. So when done right, a well-crafted name can create urgency and excitement. Right? Speak directly to your clients, to your ideal customers' pain points, and align your offer with your desires, and it gives the impression of exclusivity or value. The bottom line, a great name can make the difference between a stagnant lead flow and a flood of new customers. So what happens when your offer starts to fatigue? Here's strategic sequences that you can do to keep your offer irresistible. Very simply, right, changing the creatives, reworking the body, so the language in your ads or landing page, reinventing the headline, rebranding the challenge if you have one, seasonal naming, right, modifying the duration of the urgency. So is it 1 day, or is it 24 hours, or is it 2 hours? Revamp the enhancer, so the bonuses that come with it. Adjust the monetization, so tweak your pricing structure, bundles, or sequences of offers to appeal to different buyers' mindsets. Right? Whew. Nearly there, guys. Last bit. So to name your offer effectively, follow the essential steps. You want to identify your avatar, create curiosity and excitement, be specific, infuse urgency and exclusivity, test and tweak. Right? Those are the 5 main steps that we would recommend. Now, last but not least, it's about creating a strong offer. Now that we understand what makes an offer strong, it's time to learn how to create one. In client acquisition, an offer is how you present your product or service to the market. Offers exist on a spectrum of strength, not as simple as weak or strong. The true power of your offer is determined by how it compares to your competitor's offer in the eye of your target audience. So when crafting an offer, you're positioning your product in a way that influences how the market perceives it. This positioning shapes their confidence in your product, and the most compelling offer taps into your audience's deepest needs, whether that's a specific problem, fulfilling an unspoken desire, or addressing a pain they didn't even know they had. For instance, a weak offer is, I sell a fitness app with workout routines for beginners. A strong offer is, I provide a personalized fitness program designed by elite trainers with AI-driven tracking that evolves with your goals and adapts to the progress. These examples only reveal their strength when compared. An offer's power exists relative to the competition, not in isolation. So your offer's strength is how it stands up against others in the same space. Most people in the online world fail to understand the true craft of offer creation, giving you a major competitive edge if you do. Right? And the key principles for high-ticket client acquisition, or client acquisition in general, is that certainty and transformation. Offers are more successful when they offer a clear pathway where your audience is now where they want to be. This transformation should resonate deeply with their pain points and desired results. Uniqueness and perception shift. The best offers are unique enough to change how the market views your product or service. It's not about the market or niche that becomes saturated, but the offers themselves. Clarifying what's not an offer. Your product is not. GoHighLevel is not your offer. Your product is not your offer. Your service is not your Facebook ads, your SEO, your AI employee, your chat widget, your missed call text back, whatever it is not your offer, right? A guarantee is not your offer. A discount is not your offer. A price is not your offer. In the end, it's not about the product you're selling. It's about how you present it that determines your success in client acquisition. The 5 critical offer mistakes to avoid is what we're going to go through now. And it's the last thing that we're going to go through. So thanks for sticking around with me for this long. It is firstly copycatting, right? So mimicking competitors is a short-term fix. Hear me out. but it won't fuel long-term growth. Your offer should position your product as something unique, right? So distinct that no one else in the market can replicate. Stand out as a market of one and craft an offer that only you can deliver. Don't just copy, right? You can copy, but, innovate upon your copying. Copy me, copy everyone, copy people that you see are succeeding because they're winning. Just have your own twist on it. Playing it safe. The best offers are bold, audacious, and packed with confidence. And the more you're willing to take a risk on your offer, the more your market will believe in it. I personally love drawing offers that come with real consequences if I fail. This creates real skin in the game, a powerful motivator for me to deliver on the results that I say I'm going to deliver. When your prospects sense your genuine commitment and risk, they'll feel far more eager to partner with you. Confidence is contagious, right? It's like getting your girl or guy, if you're gay, no judgy. True confidence, it just rubs off on you. Overcomplicating. Simplicity is key. A convoluted, complex offer will often confuse your audience. Your goal should be clean, crystal clear propositions that's simple to grasp. Ask yourself, what's the minimal viable offer I can make while still delivering massive value? The most compelling offers often come from what you remove, not what you add. If your pitch is complicated, whether short, long, or verbally, you risk losing your audience's attention. Ignoring industry-specific language. One of the biggest mistakes is failing to tailor your offer to the specific target market. Every niche, every industry has its own language, buzzwords, and expectations. If you're not speaking their language, you'll risk alienating potential clients, right? If you're a marketing pro for interior designs, designers tried pitching high-ticket clients to a crowd that doesn't even understand that phrase. Get specific, or your offer will miss the mark. Building around the product, not the offer. Your offer should not be built around your product. Start with a bold, desirable claim that speaks to your audience's deepest needs and desires. Then create a product that delivers it. Too often, people limit their promises to the existing skill sets they have. Don't fall for this trap. The true power of an offer lies in stretching your capabilities and forcing you to grow. Your offer should make you uncomfortable and push you to improve. Creating an offer is hard work. But the pain, that struggle, it's an investment in confidence. The process of honing my own skills has paid off, right? And if you're not, this is boring. And if you're delivering great results, it's likely because you're not yet confident in your ability to deliver greatness itself. If you can find yourself hesitating, it's time to level up your skills. And in today's competitive world, you must have an extraordinary offer to win. The market rewards those who bring unparalleled value. And if your offer are held back by your skills, it's time to improve. And skills and offers should be always matched, never the other way around. Whoa. Thank you so much for watching. There's a couple worksheets linked in the description below that I'm going to go through later on, showing you how I create my offer for the GoHighLevel University, the one that we have on right now, as well as everything that I've done, going through the value equation, selecting my money models, my GoHighLevel money models, and how I deliver the results for my clients. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.